Good morning. Today I am bringing you the reading I did the poll at 7:02 a.m. Today is Monday, January 13th, 2025, Moon Day, and it's a full moon in Cancer with a very rare occlusion in front of Mars. So that fight for freedom and Mars and the moon are conjunct, and we are using the tarot of the Celtic fairies today. And the stones or crystals for the day are moonstones, selenite, smoky quartz, Labradorite, rose quartz. And I suggest that today you make small grids, put them in the palms of your hands, and release things that have troubled you for some time. A lot of us, as I've said before, in a state of disrepair within our families, and myself included. I wish I had some quick solution for it, but I don't. And a lot of it, I'm going to say this, it is my expectations of what my family members are supposed to be for me, likely keeping me a little bit distanced from them. So we do play a part if our expectations are such that we end up at the wrong end of it. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that's totally what my situation is, because it's really not. But what do we have here today? We have the Three of Spears. It's also the wands energy, fire, and this is going to be relating to the first house, Aries. It is going to be cardinal and fast acting. It is going to be fiery and hot. It is the second decan, and it is the sun, how we see ourselves on tap in the house of Mars with the moon occulting at this time. This is a ruthless conquest and a need to reconstruct, and will require proper management. As someone is attempting to show off a new sense of grandness by clothing themselves in green, showing off a false sense of greatness to gain domination over the citizens. See the needs. Change as you learn. Love others as they are. The freedom to not meet and greet your expectations of who they should be. It is difficult when we grow up in households where our unique gifts might not be recognized, and oftentimes we're suppressed. This today, the moon being full in Cancer with this Mars energy, we have opportunity to take a look at our personal struggles and freeing ourselves through letting go of learning that our personal biases and foresights stand in our way of seeing what's true. In other words, I place someone else upon a pedestal in life by thinking they're thus and so. And then I learn that my idea of who they are wasn't exactly true. And you see, when they disappoint me, instead of me looking at myself and asking myself why I had placed them on this pedestal and had this expectation of them that likely they couldn't meet anyway, that I have some accountability here. We forget these things. And yes, people do change their minds. Relationships and people shift and change. And sometimes things that have happened maybe just need to be left behind. And things happen, and maybe not all relationships are viable, and that's okay too. But we get this hanged man who further tells us Pisces, Neptune, water energy, mutable, meaning that things are occurring. This is suspended in trance-like, waiting for another to make his world or her world magical and whole. How realistic is that? It's as if he or she has forgotten something important. There's a magical innocence. But who we are can only be found when all of our judgments of others have been suspended. Our relationships often functioning in a state of illusions that we personally have created around our relationships, our expectations, likely hidden from us at times due to unmet needs from long ago, forgotten, and now driving the desires that seem disconnected from reality. When all judgment is suspended, you see what is real, how your bias created the stories you encountered. When we let go of what we love in others and learn to see within ourselves, opportunity then arises to become authentic. The perspectives can unfold. This card is a number 12 card. There's 12 houses. We have a completion cycle within these 12 houses. It is also known as, and I want to say this carefully, so please do follow along, the 1-2 Tarumpam card, representing the death and rebirth of a part of a larger spiritual evolution. Someone is hanging from a cross with a swastika and all things Christian associated to symbolize the life cycles, our cosmic energy as we take passage. By accepting people as they are, you open up the opportunities for yourself. Right now, we have a lot of controlled narratives. Trust your inner wisdom. It knows how to manage and reform these disappointments when you're truly honest with yourself. You can see in this sense, once you do this work, the lessons learned, and you move on from it, yes, you will have new lessons that take its place. But cultivating compassion, we gain authentic ability to see others as they truly are and accept and love them as they are. What a magical place we could become if this was how we saw things, from a lot less judgment and a whole lot more empathy and kindness. And with that, thank you so much for joining me here for this Decan Walk, 36 Faces, the Golden Dawn System. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave comments. Thank you so much.